Right guys, we have come to Morpeth. It's a beautiful day and we are inspecting this Mazda Bongo. We are gonna give this a thorough check. Customers from Bristol. She wants to drive down to purchase this vehicle and we are gonna be her eye-to-eye inspection report. So she'll see exactly what she's buying. Okay. Driver side rear, as you can see, it's previously been welded and fabricated, but that rust is coming back through. And if I put my phone through there, you can see the level of corrosion. So it's something that needs to be treated. So at some point it would have been filled up and tidied up, but rust never goes away. It's like cancer. So let's have a look underneath on the driver rear. If we can. So seller has advised that they have at some point got the sills done on this side. Well, maybe the front. Trailing arm looks obviously corroded. You can't see the internal bush, but I'll know on a test drive. The rear spring, it's waiting to snap anytime. Obviously drop link, bush, it's a bit, it's okay. You can't tell if it's knocking or not unless you drive it. The rear diff seems to have a slight oil leak. Okay, same again. Passenger rear spring does look like it will snap soon because it's got a lot of build-up of rust. The coating has come away. So that is the driver rear. Driver side front. Starting off with the tire. Tire's literally brand new. Pads and discs have been replaced, but it's the spring. Obviously customer knows about it, the buyer. The spring has corrosion and that could snap anytime. At the same time, shocker could possibly need replacing. Brake pipes all look intact. Flexi looks good. Drop link, we won't know how bad it is until we test drive it, if it's knocking or not. But by looking at it, it looks intact. We'll have a quick look underneath. Okay, so here we have the driver side front drop link, tie rod, subframe has corrosion but nothing serious where it's coming through or no visible holes. So front axle subframe. Wishbone has been replaced at some point. There we go. Don't seem to see any leaks from the radiator. It does look pretty dry on the front. Okay, so that's driver front. Doesn't seem to have any major corrosion on the arches on the driver side. Everything looks good. Passenger side front. Start off with the tire. Again, 7/8 mil. Pads and discs have been replaced, brand new. And let's have a look at the spring. Again, spring has corrosion and the outer layer, the coating has cracked, which is preventing it from getting that weather guard, and that's what it's there for. So you can see it's multiple places it has lost its layer. For that reason, it will snap soon, depending on what load is put into the vehicle. So far, does not look like it's been in any collisions. I'll have a look at this side. Again, drop links intact, anti-roll bar bush looks good. Obviously on a test drive we'll hear it if it's squeaking or not. Ball joint looks intact, and from this side no major oil leaks. Okay. Suspension arm bushes are all good, and no leaks from the fuel side of things. And this is the underbody on the passenger front. So that's the passenger side front. Slight corrosion on the door edge. Passenger rear pads and discs are okay. This tire, don't think it's going to be safe to drive. You can see passenger rear tire, it might be outdated. Let's have a look at the date. So 01/2016. So this tire is about 10-11, well, yeah, about 10 years old. So that's a major defect, MOT failure. This tire definitely needs replacing very soon. Moving on to the quarter panel. Paint obviously peeling, previous repair paint. Nothing major on this side, as you can see. Okay, so we can now go underneath, have a look. Anti-roll bar bush, spring again. You can see it is deteriorated. Exhaust center box still intact, cat is still there, but the box center pipe, it's not new and it's not blowing by looking at it. It still has maybe some life in it. It's been undersealed, and that's why you're seeing this greasy type material. Fuel tank looks dry. Okay, we are now looking at the rear back box. Spare tire is intact. Rear shockers are quite old, look all original, and that's the dry passenger rear, as you can see. So the buyer is all the way in Bristol, and she has asked to fully check the vehicle over, and I will be sending her these videos so she gets a full in-depth knowledge of what she will be buying if she does go ahead. So it's just normal wear and tear. Exhaust clamp, one exhaust clamp a bit broken. I'll probably go on that side and have another look. But the diff is either because it's been filled up and that's where the oil leak is. It could be just from the filler. Okay. Yeah, exhaust clamp has come off, so the exhaust might be bouncing up and down, and that will need attention. Okay, so that's mainly the underside all checked over. Now it depends on how it drives, to be honest. We are in Morpeth. It's a lovely countryside area, as you can see, and today I've drove down in this lovely GTI for a test drive, and at the same time I thought I'll do my inspection. Okay, so more on the GTI later. As you can see, it's a beautiful Morpeth, and it's Newcastle upon Tyne. So first of all, I'm going to start off by checking under the bonnet and checking the fuel as they're together. Fuel flap's really important to make sure there's no corrosion around the fuel flap or fuel filler housing, so it looks good. Usually does get corrosion, so that's all good. Obviously I've checked the mains, but yeah, let's have a look under the bonnet. Right guys, where do we start? Obviously you check if the radiator bushings are all okay, everything's intact. You can see the battery doesn't seem too old. It's indicating that the battery is still good. We can start off by checking the condition of the coolant. Pretty warm, so he has been out on a test drive, probably on a drive. Okay, fluid looks all good. So the main thing we're going to be looking out for any suspicious oil leaks, any kind of corrosion on the main front structure. Top mounts all look corrosion free. Where the top mount sits, shock at top. Second battery, which is intact. Does not look like it's been in a accident. Okay. I think the engine on this is further down. So on the front it's just the cooling system and just the pipes. Having a look at the interior is not the best, needs a little bit of a TLC. As you can see, seller has advised the driver front door speaker and window don't go down with the switch as the wiring loom needs attention. So we don't know if the regulator or the motor is working or not. thank you for that. And so you can see the interior, and it's pretty clean in the back by looking at it from here. And we will now go through the back. Hopefully it's open. The runners seem to be okay, just needs a little bit of greasing. Okay, so a little bit of a storage compound here, compartment. Ventilation system. So it looks like a good conversion. There's no any picky bits where it's hanging. Cooking compartment. A little bit of a storage, maybe just to get to the back of the management system for the power. We will now look into the back cabin section. The struts are holding nice and firm. Yep. And we have some more compartments here. As you can see, this is the gas for the cooker. And you have more storage underneath here for some power output. And obviously these are used for the bedding. Usually corrosion around where the number plate is. Everything looks intact. Doesn't look like it's had any hidden repairs. Yep. So we're good with that one. Slight crack, driver rear inner tailgate lamp. Overall body condition, it's probably about 7 out of 10. It needs a little bit of tidying up. Okay, so now we can close that bonnet and find out where that engine is located and have a look at the fluids on the engine. Okay. Let's have a look.
So,
We are gonna.
it's in here.
Right.
It's in the mid console.
So is it a bit of a trick to
It's
get
a little
into
bit
it?
of a faff. You
Yeah.
take
I'll
off-
go on the other side, mate. So I thought so. The engine is located in the middle section, and we just want to get into it and make sure the oil levels and everything's good. So I think this center console comes out.
And then that seat.
That seat needs to be lifted, mate, yeah? I can see that you haven't done it in a while.
No, well, it's not normally me that's in here.
Right.
And then,
So where do you normally check the oil levels?
well, at the garage.
Oh, right, so you
The
don't.
coolant stuff is in the front.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's under here. Yeah, it's just.
Is it a bit of a mission to get into, mate, or?
It's a little bit of a mission.
Yeah. Because technically, she is obviously wanting a full check over, but we have to.
We'll figure out it.
Yeah, even the oil level, mate, if I can just check the quality of it and make sure, even how it sounds. And you're gonna have to show me the conversion for the roof,
Yeah, no problem.
please. She is keen, but she just wants to make sure. And obviously, it's not cheap either, is it?
They aren't cheap bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the price is too bad, but
No.
we'll negotiate when we're.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out off this video. Let's check the oil level.
So I know there's a bit of a Velcro strap here, comes away. Yep, and then we have,
Under here.
it'll be under the seat, yep.
Yeah, it's under the seat.
So the engine is under this seat, and I'm sure this seat flips backwards possibly, because I don't think anything will happen here because of the kitchen unit.
Flips like that, so it's a seat.
And that's no, that's another seat, isn't it? Oh,
It works as a seat like that, so you flip it back that way.
and that's
you
a
can
seat.
sit and relax.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
Click there. Click there.
Just watch your phone, mate. You don't want to lose your phone in there. Yeah, we're getting somewhere now. So there must be some kind of clip somewhere. It should flip backwards by looking at it.
Click here.
Right, fantastic. Okay, there we go. That's just to get into the engine. Fantastic. Now, this is the real deal. Because that's the main thing that's going to carry this around. So this needs to be in working condition. So let me have a look, mate, and then while I do that, I'll let you open the roof, and we'll go from there. So by looking at it, it's a slight oil where the rocker meets the head, but it's not massive, because if it was massive, there'll be oil pouring down. So, you know, being the engine here, it'll be easier to work on. Just removing the seats. We're just getting into the top compartment. And this is the top bedding area. There we go, guys. Mazda. So we are into the engine compartment. The main things to check for are obviously make sure the oil levels and there's no condensation or problems on the engine building up on the cap, showing any kind of head gasket issues. The condition of the oil. So by checking that, it is due for a service because the oil is not the best. Let's see if I've got some tissue with me. So we have cleaned the dipstick and we are going to check the oil level as it sits. So the oil level is correct, but it does need a service because the oil should be nice and smooth, the viscosity, but this one has gone a little bit gritty, so it's due for oil change soon. We can put this back in. Okay, turbo. It looks original. Well, it doesn't look like it has been replaced in a while. This will be the coolant piping. You can see a bit of corrosion, but no leaks. Again, air conditioning pump. The belts are still okay. Again, not a massive leak because in an engine that's leaking, the oil smells quite badly and it will smoke, so there's no massive leaks or any signs of puddles of coolant. That's the engine mounting. Engine mounting looks good. The bottom side of the engine, you can see if there was any oil leak, there will be drips. So that's the engine side of things. Okay. Gearbox. Obviously I'm using my phone today. It's a little bit wobbly. So right, I think we're ready to put this one back together. Oh, don't tell me they want to go through. This will be yep, happy with that. I think the best thing to do is start it up, make sure nothing's blowing on the engine. That'll be a good idea. Let's have a look. Yep, we'll start it up. Alright, mate. Here we go. It is in park. Make sure it's in park. Yep, otherwise obviously it's not going to start. And hopefully nothing is late for his delivery. There we go. First click and it starts. My engine seems nice and quiet. As that warms up, we will have a look at the inside. And as you can see, this will flip back out. Somebody can sleep up there. And a little bit of a weathering on the material. But it's all intact, there's no rips. And I can't smell any fumes, so it's good. It doesn't have any leaks. So I think we're good to go for a little test drive now. So it's a Mazda Bongo. There we go, guys. It's a 10 grand vehicle, and depending on my inspection, the customer that wants to buy it, she's from Bristol, she will decide if she wants to go ahead with it. Okay, lovely day in Morpeth. So I've had a look inside out, underneath, the interior, everything looks genuine. It looks good for what it is, and we're ready to put everything back together for a test drive. As you can see, that here. There we go, guys. That's the seat back, and the engine is hidden away now. Okay, I'll put everything back together and we'll go from there. So the top is back on again, fitted, and we are ready for a test drive, and hopefully everything goes well. Yeah, the wiring loom needs attention on this side. We're off.